Hello friends, welcome back with another video. Today we are going to talk about how India get its name. Different cultures give different names to India. If you want to know all, watch this video until end. So let's start. The name India has a long and complex history. It is believed that the name India comes from the ancient Persian word Hindu, which in turn comes from the Sanskrit word Sindhu, meaning river. The Sindhu River, now known as the Indus River, runs through modern-day Pakistan and into the Arabian Sea. The ancient Persians used the term Hindu to refer to the region of the Sindhu River and the people who lived there. Over time, this term came to refer to the entire subcontinent of South Asia, including modern-day India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal. The name India was first used by the Greeks, who called the region Indus, and the people who lived there, Indoi. The Greek historian Herodotus used the term Indika to describe the region in the 5th century BCE. The name India became more widely used in the West after the arrival of European explorers and traders in the 16th century. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to arrive in India in 1498, and they called the region India, after the river Indus. In the 17th century, the British East India Company established trading posts and factories in India and gradually extended their control over the subcontinent. By the 19th century, the British had established a colonial administration in India, which they ruled until India gained independence in 1947. The words Hindu, Persian, and Hind, Persian, came from Indo-Aryan, Sanskrit Sindhu, the Indus River or its region. The Achaemenid Emperor Darius I conquered the Indus Valley in about 516 BCE, upon which the Achaemenid equivalent of Sindhu, viz. Hindush, was used for the lower Indus basin. The name was also known as far as the Achaemenid province of Egypt, where it was written on the statue of Darius I, circa 500 BCE. In Middle Persian, probably from the 1st century CE, the suffix stan, Persian, was added, indicative of a country or region, forming the name Hindustan. Thus, Sind was referred to as Hindustan in the Naqush-e-Rustam inscription of Sassanid Emperor Shapur I in circa 262 CE. Emperor Babur of the Mughal Empire said, "On the east, the south, and the west it is bounded by the Great Ocean." Hind was notably adapted in the Arabic language as the definitive form al-Hind for India, e.g. in the 11th century Tariq al-Hind, History of India. It occurs intermittently in usage within India, such as in the phrase Jai Hind or in Hind Mahasagar, the standard Hindi name for the Indian Ocean, but otherwise is deemed archaic. Both the names were current in Persian and Arabic from the 11th century Islamic conquests. The rulers in the Delhi Sultanate and Mughal periods called their Indian dominion, centered around Delhi, Hindustan. In contemporary Persian and Urdu language, the term Hindustan has recently come to mean the Republic of India. The same is the case with Arabic, where al-Hind is the name for the Republic of India. Hindustan, as the term Hindu itself, entered the English language in the 17th century. In the 19th century, the term as used in English referred to the subcontinent. Hindustan was in use simultaneously with India during the British Raj. Bharata was selected as an alternative name of India in 1950. The name Bharata or Bharata Varsha, is said to be derived from the name of Tirthankar Rishabhanath's son Bharata. Several Puranas state that it is derived from the name of Bharata, the son of Rishabha. Some other Puranic passages refer to the Bharata people, who are described as the descendants of Dushanta's son Bharata in the Mahabharata. The earliest recorded use of Bharatavarsa in a geographical sense is in the Hatha inscription of King Kharavela, 1st century BCE, where it applies only to a restrained area of northern India, namely the part of the Ganges west of Magadha. In the Sanskrit epic, the Mahabharata, 200 BCE to 300 CE, a larger region of North India is encompassed by the term, but much of the Deccan and South India are still excluded. Bharata has been used as a self-ascribed name by some people of the Indian subcontinent and the Republic of India. The designation Bharata appears in the official Sanskrit name of the country, Bharata Ganarajya. The name is derived from the ancient Hindu Puranas, which refer to the land that comprises India as Bharatavarsa. Sanskrit, Bharatavarsa, lit. country of Bharata, and uses this term to distinguish it from other Varsas or continents. For example, the Vayu Purana says, "He who conquers the whole of Bharatavarsa is celebrated as a Samrat." Vayu Purana 45:86. The Sanskrit word Bharata is a Verdi derivation of Bharata, which was originally an epithet of Agni. The term is a verbal noun of the Sanskrit root bhr, to bear, to carry, with a literal meaning of to be maintained, a fire. The root bhr is cognate with the English verb to bear and Latin fero. This term also means one who is engaged in search for knowledge. Bharato, the Esperanto name for India, is also a derivation of Bharata. According to the Puranas, this country is known as Bharatavarsha after Bharata, the son of Rishabha. He was a Kshatriya born in Ikshvaku dynasty, Solar dynasty. Reference Champat Rai Jain 1929. This has been mentioned in Vishnu Purana 2:1-31, Vayu Purana 33:52, Linga Purana 1:47-23, Brahmanda Purana 14:5-62, Agni Purana 107:11-12, Skanda Purana, Kanda 37:57, and Markandeya Purana 50:41, all using the designation Bharatavarsha. Jambudvipa, Sanskrit, Pali, Jambudipa, is a name often used to describe the territory of Greater India in ancient Indian sources. The term is based on the concept of Dvipa, meaning island or continent, in ancient Indian cosmogony. The term Jambudvipa was used by Ashoka to represent his realm in the 3rd century BCE. The same terminology was used in subsequent texts, for instance Kannada inscriptions, from the 10th century CE which also described the region, presumably ancient India, as Jambudvipa. The word Jambudvipa literally refers to the land of jambu trees, where jambu, Syzygium cumini, grows. The Buddhist cosmology divides the Bhumandala, circle of the earth, into 3 separate levels: Kamadhatu, desire realm; Rupadhatu, form realm; and Arupyadhatu, formless realm. In the Kamadhatu is located Mount Sumeru, which is said to be surrounded by 4 island continents. The southernmost island is called Jambudvipa. The other 3 continents of Buddhist accounts around Sumeru are not accessible to humans from Jambudvipa. Jambudvipa is shaped like a triangle with a blunted point facing south, somewhat like the Indian subcontinent. In its center is a gigantic jambu tree from which the continent takes its name, meaning Jambu Island. Jambudipa, one of the 4 Mahadipas, or Great Continents, which are included in the Kakavala and are ruled by a Kakavati. They are grouped round Mount Sumeru. In Jambudipa is Himava with its 84,000 peaks, its lakes, mountain ranges, etc. This continent derives its name from the jambu tree, also called naga, which grows there, its trunk 15 yojanas in girth, its outspreading branches 50 yojanas in length, its shade 100 yojanas in extent and its height 100 yojanas. Vin. I.30, SNA, E.443, VSM, I.205F, SP, I.119, etc. On account of this tree, Jambudipa is also known as Jambasanda, SN, verses 552, SNA, I.121. The continent is 10,000 yojanas in extent. Of these 10,000, 4,000 are covered by the ocean, 3,000 by the Himalaya mountains, while 3,000 are inhabited by men. SNA, E.437, UDA.300. Jambudvipa is the region where the humans live and is the only place where a being may become enlightened by being born as a human being. It is in Jambudvipa that one may receive the gift of Dharma and come to understand the 4 noble truths, the Noble Eightfold Path, and ultimately realize the liberation from the cycle of life and death. Another reference is from the Buddhist text Mahavamsa, where the Emperor Ashoka's son Mahinda introduces himself to the Sri Lankan king Devanampiatissa as from Jambudvipa, referring to what is now the Indian subcontinent. This is based in the Ksitagarbha Sutra in the Mahayana. According to Jain cosmology, Jambudvipa is at the center of Madhyaloka, or the middle part of the universe, where the humans reside. Jambudvipa Prajñapti, or the treatise on the island of Roseapple Tree, contains a description of Jambudvipa and life biographies of Arsaba and King Bharata. Trilokasara, Essence of the Three Worlds. Triloka Prajñapti, Treatise on the Three Worlds. Trilokadipika, Illumination of the Three Worlds, and Ksetra Samasa, Summary of Jain Geography, are the other texts that provide the details of Jambudvipa and Jain cosmology. Madhyaloka consists of many continent islands surrounded by oceans, first 8 whose names are. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video.